Ladies and gentlemen, what is cooking in Azimio la Umoja? And what is the game plan with the Ukambani governors? Hours after Alfred Mutua called a press conference to announce his exit, Kibwana, who had complained to Raila some time back, made a very contradicting post that is very cryptic. This is what Kibwana shared. I am told this is retrending. It was a beautiful photo after IBC meeting of Council of Governors, among others with the Deputy President of Kenya, taken over a year ago. Then he told me he stood for bottom-up economics, and I replied, I have always stood with Wanjiku. This message, I have really tried to process this message. And the truth is, I don't want to think more. What he's simply trying to say here is that he's trying to endorse the bottom-up economic model with the William Samoei Ruto. Kibwana had complained 2 days earlier to Raila Odinga, and in another post, in another Twitter post that I'm going to share with you. If you look at that post, the choice of the photo speaks volumes. That is a photo of him greeting William Samoei Ruto. As much as many might look at it as coming out to deny this photo, or rather to deny the perception of this photo, because the greeting would be that he has joined William Ruto. So having to defend the fact that this photo is trending and it is a photo that was taken in a past event would be taken as the face value. The deeper meaning in this photo that he is contemplating working with Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. That is what is happening, and I just want us to know where Mutua is coming from. This is another post he shared 2 days ago. I think that was on Saturday. Your Excellency Odinga, you promised 22 emerging political parties that there will be no zoning of regional enclaves. We joined Azimio upon your word, and in good faith, in both CORD and NASA, the so-called small parties fared badly. Let us not guillotine democracy. Then he tagged Raila Odinga and Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Kibwana had announced that it was no longer tenable for him to be within the Azimio ranks. It was not very possible to work with Kalonzo Musyoka. And it emerged that after Kalonzo joined Azimio, he called for the Azimio structure to make sure that the 2 Ukambani governors, actually the 3 of them, were not part of Azimio la Umoja structure. And he wanted Kibwana out. The relationship between Kibwana and Kalonzo is frosty because he believes that Kibwana denied that document, the secret document that was signed of the 2017. So it is emerging that there is a likelihood of Kibwana joining Kenya Kwanza. So I just want to look a bit my third eye why Deputy President William Ruto is putting up an elaborate, a successful strategy to win the Ukambani governors. If you refer to my first video that I did about Alfred Mutua, I mentioned that the 3 Ukambani governors were the option A for Raila Odinga in the event that they're not going to work with William Ruto. And so my understanding, or rather my third eye in this analysis, I'm going to draw it with the baseline of that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video and you have not yet subscribed to this channel, I want to humbly request you to subscribe, click the notification bell, and also give us your feedback. Why William Ruto? Because that's what I want to explain to you here, but I also want to see your reason in the comment section. Why is William Ruto targeting the 3 Ukambani governors? Because that was the strategy by Raila Odinga first. So why do you think he's targeting them? That's what I want us to look at. But are you staying somewhere within Nairobi and its environs, and you experience frequent blackouts? I need to introduce for you Installite company. They have power backup solutions, going solar amazing thing about them is they have offers from 125,000 to 195,000 depending on what suits your need. Also, they can integrate your water heating system with the solar power, and in the long run this can help minimize your electricity bill. I want you to talk to Gideon. His number is 0722 818 883 0722 818 883, and please make it clear that it's from Kevin Oduor. Let me say there are 4 reasons why I think William Ruto is targeting Ukambani governors, and within these 4 reasons I have my punchline, so make sure you watch to the end. Deputy President is struggling to turn Ukambani as a swing vote. The first script that they hatched, because Deputy President William Ruto is working with Wanjigi, the first script that they hatched was to block Kalonzo Musyoka from joining Azimio la Umoja. Yeah, that is why they're working with Wanjigi. But after Uhuru Kenyatta intervened and brought Kalonzo Musyoka to Azimio la Umoja, then the 3 governors were given backseat. But then with the 3 governors and Kalonzo Musyoka in the same Azimio, it was actually evident that Ukambani was going to vote in Raila Odinga 100%. Now, what's happening when Ukambani, when Makueni governor Kivutha Kibwana leaves, joins William Ruto, Alfred Mutua leaves, joins William Ruto, what is going to happen? Some of these governors have performed. There are also a number of voters that subscribe to the ideals of these governors, and these governors are going to lead an onslaught campaign against Kalonzo Musyoka. Now, because there is also the issue of the supremacy battle, they would be most likely that if Ruto forms government with the 2 governors, I think let's not mention 3, Charity Ngiri is not in this list, with the 2 governors, then they will likely eclipse Kalonzo Musyoka. So, with an option of as Kenya Kwanza having some 3 now formidable leaders there, and Azimio remaining with Kalonzo, they're most likely to rustle votes from the Ukambani. Turning Ukambani as a swing vote will work in disadvantage of Raila Amolo Odinga. I don't agree with pundits who argue that Raila can become president without the Ukambani vote. I think that is blackmail. But there is also this issue of them, William Ruto intensifying the betrayal narrative against Azimio. If you look at the tweet that he just shared, when I think I just need to get that tweet for you. If you look at William Ruto's Twitter page, the tweet that he just shared, I'll not read it, but I just want to, I'll not post it here, but I just want to read it for you so that you get the tone. I want you to get the tone of his tweet that he shared after meeting these governors. He said, Karibu Governor Amason Kingi of Papa to the alliance. I think that was of Governor Kingi. I want to get one from Tua. Yes, he said, the people of Kenya have rejected blackmail, deceit and conmanship in our politics. Those who've taken our country hostage using patronage, force and impunity, watajua hawajui na Wakenya hawapangwingi. Karibu Governor Alfred Mutua of Chama cha Maendeleo Party to Kenya Kwanza family. Then he had also received Amason Kingi earlier. So William Ruto's tone is normally on deceit, conmanship, and this is to try to peddle the betrayal narrative against Azimio. My punchline is this: Deputy President William Ruto wants to find a way to make Kalonzo Musyoka indispensable in Azimio la Umoja. This is what most likely to happen. The question that begs is now, or rather this is, let's face it, the truth of the matter is that Alfred Mutua and Makueni governor, they do not have they don't have numbers. Let's just mention that. They don't have convincing numbers. But William Ruto is pushing them to join Kenya Kwanza. The intent is, when Kalonzo remains in Azimio alone, he becomes the only option that Raila have to get the Ukambani vote. And Kenya Kwanza team knows very well that Raila Odinga, just like William Ruto needs 80% of Mount Kenya vote, Raila Odinga is also in need of the 2 million vote from Ukambani. Now, when Kalonzo remains in Azimio alone, it is going to be interesting because it is going to make Raila give Kalonzo Musyoka the running mate. That will give Ruto liberty of not picking a running mate from Mount Kenya because already he's having a headache. That will make him most likely possible to give running mate to Musalia Mudavadi. With the support that he already has in central Kenya, giving a running mate to Musalia Mudavadi is going to be productive on his end, because then he's going to win a chunk of voters from the Western Kenya. But then the big issue, and I once analyzed here, that Raila Odinga's campaign strategy is infiltrated. I once mentioned that here, and it was taken lightly. The truth is, Raila Odinga's campaigns are getting infiltrated. With this team leaving, there is classified information, because they have been around Raila, that they're going to share the other side. And again, if there are competing interests within Azimio, and someone was telling me that Jubilee Party seems to have taken everything, and that is why it is just the shares that have been left for the small parties, because these small parties went to the coalition through the Jubilee Party. Maendeleo Chap signed with Jubilee first. The PA Party signed with Jubilee. Muungano Party signed with Jubilee. So it seems the Jubilee Party took more than they can chew. I don't know how to look at it. And by the way, to say the truth, some of these exits, you attribute them to the Jubilee Party. But then, I want you to, I think tomorrow, I'm going to do an analysis on exactly the real reason why these leaders are leaving Azimio.